Plenty of good farmland around here. Problem is, the rot bloods know
Hello.
it too. They've got raiding
Back with
parties
another
out searching for whatever
CataTide.
grain they can lay their filthy hands on, and plenty of
With
farmers
the
too.
AI.
Can't be a chaos worshipping scum without a good ritual, can you?
I know you can't,
Well, we're
Kruber.
going to get the poor buggers back, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes, we are going to get them back.
What's a few
And
mayflies
I
worth
am
anyway?
back
We're
with Grail
wasting
Knight.
time here, meat.
Those we can't save, we'll avenge a dozen times over.
Let's get to it.
Playing a very beautiful map that a lot of people, I think, like.
Oh, I love me a good bomb.
Ah, look at that view. It's beautiful. Most of the times, there's always an item that spawns up here. I always like to point that out. Never hurts to go and retrieve it.
Got a healing drop
Chaos
here.
Warrior! He'll blaze like a torch!
So I've played Grail Knight quite a few times now
Strike!
on the channel. I'm not sure if I've really talked about how like why I have the build set up the way I do, or at least like the most important parts of it.
Is that all? I was hoping for an explosion.
So
Maybe next time.
So I've got two main builds that I use with Grail Knight. One utilizing Virtue of Confidence, and one using Virtue of Audacity. They're both very similar, the way I have them set up. One, of course, I use mainly for dispatching elites. The other I use mainly for dispatching monsters. And the wizard's gonna go down real early. That's a damn shame, but it's alright, I'll catch her on the respawn. But the main thing that I have, or at least the similarity between both those builds, is really the power versus chaos and Skaven that I have on the weapons and the charm. So this build that I play it on Cataclysm, and it's not quite as useful on Cataclysm. It's more of a build that you can kind of make much better use of on Legend. With that being said, it doesn't make it like useless on Cataclysm or any less better in certain cases. You're really missing there, Dwarf. Oh my god, there you go. He got him on the, what was it, the fourth shot? But on Legend, what this build lets you do is one-shot these guys, these marauders, these chaos infantry. One-shot body shot them, actually. So you can still one-shot them with a headshot with this build on Cataclysm, but on Legend you can just cut their body down, and it just disposes of them just as easily. It's just real easy, you know. Just being able to dispatch infantry just in such a manner. What the power versus Skaven lets you do on the charm with your Bretonnian Longsword, it lets you one-shot headshot storm vermin. Now again, this is on Legend I'm talking about. And yeah, headshotting Storm Vermin and you know, and just taking them out in one shot with Bretonnian Longsword, in my opinion, is one of the most satisfying things. What? Damn it, Elf! She's like knocked him into like the pen or something. What the hell? That was totally a big whiff, and they both are going down. That's fine. I almost want the elf to go down. The way she, I'm really regretting bringing her with. Oh, I'm just gonna try to sneak by you here. Nah, he's not gonna let me. Okay. And then in that case, I'm gonna down this healing drought. Try to give me a bit of a window here for damage, for receiving damage, that is. And then I'm going to transfer that damage that I take into anger against you. There you go. And when you play a build like this on Legend, like just about damn near everything dies to a one shot in some way. Yeah, Chaos Infantry, Skaven Infantry. You can, like I said, you can one shot, headshot Storm Vermin. Chaos Maulers take 2 shots. They're the Chaos Elites. But Plague Monks, you can one-shot Plague Monks, you can one-shot Fanatics. It's real easy to headshot the Fanatics, which are the the Chaos Berserkers. But you can also do the heavy 3 overhead attack, which is this. This is the heavy 3 attack. This is the overhead. You can just one-shot Berserkers with this attack. You can one-shot Plague Monks with that overhead. It can be a little bit more difficult to kind of get the headshot on Plague Monks, so just using the overhead attack is usually a better way to deal with them. And then if you're using Opportunist, which I am currently, sometimes I use Swift Slaying. Sometimes I'll go back and forth between Swift Slaying and Opportunist. What Opportunist will let you do is stagger Plague Monks out of their flurry attack, which can be a little difficult to do sometimes with most weapons. But on Legend, it can be really nice to kind of like set up an overhead attack against like a couple of Plague Monks coming at you. And you can overhead the first one and just immediately take it out, and then you can set yourself up for your next heavy attack, your heavy one, and knock the second Plague Monk coming at you out of its flurry attack against you, and set yourself up to take that one out as well. Come on, you and me, buddy. Oh, you lost. You lost! Get out of here. That's also another fun thing to do with Bretonnian Longsword. I like dueling assassins. If you haven't, if you've been watching my other Grail Knight videos, I'm sure you've noticed that. I love going mano-a-mano against assassins. Hook rats, even on Cataclysm, you can just one-shot them with this build. I'm not sure if the power versus Skaven helps with that. I'm pretty sure it does. I'm pretty sure if I didn't have it, I might still be able to one-shot them. I'm not sure, but like I said, I run that power versus mostly for the one-shot on Chaos Marauders and the one-shot headshot on Storm Vermin. And what the power versus Skaven on your shield does. So I do run power versus Skaven on the shield. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this. but having that 10% on the shield and then 10% on the charm for total of 20%, what that lets you do is combine with Opportunist on the shield as well. It lets you knock warp fire throwers out of their attack animations. So, you know, one of the great benefits of Grail Knight is, of course, being able to block warp fire attacks. And there goes the wizard. I should have backed up a little sooner, so the wizard didn't get caught up in that. I'm gonna see if I can. They're probably all going after the wizard. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit, which kind of sucks. But there you go. I want to get the wizard to teleport over to me. Yeah, that whole wave was kind of on her. What? Yeah, this Playstormer's killing me here. Oh great, now the elf's going for a ride. He's taking he's taking all my bots here through the cleaners. Everybody's going through the spin cycle. It's alright, there's some rats over here that I wanna. Come on, Elf, I'm trying to hit him and you're you're knocking him all around and shit. I knew I should have switched you out. I'm really regretting bringing the elf with me now. Sometimes I like to switch him up. I know I run the warrior priest quite often. But yeah, when you're using the shield against a warp fire thrower, you know, obviously one of the great benefits of having a shield on Grail Knight is blocking that warp fire thrower attack. And with the set of properties I got on, with that 20% burst Skaven and the Opportunist, you just, you know, you walk right up to a warp fire thrower, push him, and it knocks him out of his attack animation, as you see me demonstrate all too often. Alright, door's popping off. Oh, look at all these berserkers. Oh my goodness. Oh no, they got the door. He was popping off just a second ago. Alright, well there's some healing down there, so you might as well drink this, dwarf. But yeah, like I was kind of saying even before that, it one shots just about everything. It takes 2 shots to take out a Chaos Mauler. It takes 3 shots to take out a Chaos Warrior. And with the Chaos Warriors, you kind of have to headshot them at least once with one of your heavy attacks. And of course, all these one shots I'm talking about are strictly heavy attacks. You know, obviously you're running Virtue of Heroism. Your heavy attacks with the Bretonnian sword are going to be the most damaging. I still, like, for example, like against Skaven Slaves, like when I'm facing right now, I'll still utilize a lot of light 1 attacks. You'll see me doing this block cancel, where I do a light 1 attack. I'll hit block real quick, which will cancel the combo chain, and then I do another light 1 attack. And you can do these in quick succession. And when you're going up against something like just Skaven Slaves, it's often better to do just those light attacks. Naturally, if there are elites mixed in with those Skaven Slaves, you charge up the heavy attacks, of course. And same thing for specials. You can one-shot all the specials on Legend. Like I said earlier, hook rats, you can just, one-shot them. Poison winds, I think, need 2 shots if you're hitting them in the body, but you can do a heavy overhead attack, the heavy 3 attack that one-shots them. Leeches and Blightstormers can be one-shot if you headshot them, or you can one-shot body shot them with the overhead attack. Gatling gunners and warpfire throwers, of course, they just take 1 shot. Assassins, obviously, they just take 1 shot.
You changed your tune, Berlin. How soon? When we arrive, you couldn't wait to abandon the farmers to their
Beastmen can be a little different. I don't really know the Beastmen off the top of my head. I mean, with all the infantry, of course, you can one-shot all the infantry. Besticors, I think, need 2 hits. Oh man, you were just... Goodbye to that spawn. This is on Cataclysm, right? Yeah, okay. Sometimes when stuff goes down like that easy, I gotta second guess myself and check, you know. It was just 2 potions I used on that chaos spawn. There's actually a chest back here that very little people know about, and it does spawn things sometimes, but not this time, unfortunately. I do have a Grail Knight quest, and I am going to complete it. So I said that light 1 attacks are good against Skaven slaves. They're not too bad against groups of low-level chaos infantry as well. You know, normally you'll get chaos infantry that have marauders mixed in with them. If it's just the cultists, then yeah, the light 1 attacks are definitely better to you know, just do repeat light 1 attacks. But if the marauders are in there too, it can be prudent to mix in some heavy attacks with the light attacks. Your main goal, of course, when you have a bunch of infantry in front of you like that, is to just keep them staggered, which is the main reason for the repeated light attacks. It'll do a better job of keeping infantry in front of you staggered than simply just trying to constantly charge up your heavy attacks and, you know, bob and weave. You know, so hopefully I always do this shortcut and the bots don't know how to follow you right, and he's gonna hook up. Oh, okay. Oh, come on. Okay, there you go. God, that ability is so annoying sometimes. It even causes the bots to miss. that fucking that fucking ability that the sister of the Thorn has, her ult. I'm complaining about it throwing me off. It's throwing the dwarf off too. I also run that 5% movement speed all the time on my trinket. I usually do. Sometimes when I run like the monster slaying build, the build with the Virtue of Audacity on it, the one that I'm doing right now, and again I'm speaking in terms of legend difficulty. I'll still sometimes run the cooldown reduction instead. But normally I prefer to run the extra move speed. Now, you know, it's only 5%, and I don't ever recommend the move speed on like just any career by itself. But with Grail Knight, he's already rocking that 10% inherently. So pumping that up to 15% can feel massive. I mean, it's quite often when I get a few games in with Grail Knight with that 15% move speed, and then I try to go back to a slow character with, you know, just base move speed. Oh my goodness, I can feel the difference. I feel slow. I feel sluggish. You know, you get so used to the 15%. It does make a big difference. You know, it can make a difference in avoiding certain like enemy zones, like, you know, like this poison. Blightstormers, you know, you can run away from storms a lot easier, or get around them easier. Just chasing after specials in general, because, you know, obviously Grail Knight doesn't have anything but his move speed and shield. So being able to run specials down as fast as you possibly can in case you need to be the one to run them down, having that extra move speed is very useful. You'll also see very often sometimes when I engage with elites kind of mixed in with hordes here, you'll see me very often bust out my shield. You'll see me doing this right now with the Warfire Thrower, because he's kind of amongst all these Skaven slaves. I just bust out the shield, do some shield bashes, kind of break them up a little bit. Create some space. Try to create an opening, if you will, to get the kill on them. And again, always have a shield in your build. Doesn't have to necessarily be the Bretonnian shield, because, like, for that exact moment I was just about to be in, if not for the dwarf, that Gatling gunner would have obliterated me if I didn't have a shield and the dwarf wasn't there. So if you're not entirely sure of what you're doing, try to always run a shield. Like I said, it doesn't have to necessarily be the Bretonnian. Sword and shield. Come on, stitch it back on. Pick another one up. There you go.
Clumsier than you, mayflies.
And you know what? You're getting it. You're getting it. Be gone. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Chaos Warrior? I'm next. What was that? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh. And then sometimes when, like, you'll see me bust out the shield and do some shield bashing just because sometimes I feel like it. Sometimes it's just good to just, like I said earlier, you know, your main focus whenever you are facing a lot of enemies in front of you is to keep them staggered. I mean, you see me dueling this Chaos Warrior here, dueling these Chaos Maulers here. That's a little bit too much thickness for just the Longsword. So to keep them all staggered, you see me kind of weaving in and out of using my shield here. Sometimes there's stuff that spawns in here. And, oh my god, look at all this healing around here. This is crazy. Where are you going, assassin? I hear a Chaos Warrior up there as well. He's gonna get it. The second that Chaos Warrior drops down here, I'm giving it to him. Come on. There he is. Perish, fiend. What are you thinking? I got 2 hook rats here. There you go. And there's the other one. I'm going to provide some cover by shield bashing. all the enemies around the elf. Another good opportunity to shield bash is in those kinds of situations. Sometimes with the shield bashing, I kind of like to pretend I'm a foot knight using his charge ability. If that makes any sense. It's kind of like it's like a foot knight, like a light charge kind of, you know, when you just do this and just expend all your stamina just charging, or shield bashing in this case.
There's ammunition here.
And I mean, for anyone who doesn't know, you know, all I'm doing with this is, you know, it's just the push attack. I'm just pushing and then immediately left clicking for a light one attack. So that shield bash where I do is actually the light 3 attack. So it's part of this combo. Boom. Light 1, light 2, light 3. Yeah, it's the light 3 attack technically. Oh, fuck that. he's behind the thing there. Yeah, we're not getting him. Alright, hurry up. Come on. Oh, this sucks. I'm gonna have to kind of drop here. I'm gonna actually down this potion and we're gonna do some cutting. And why not down another potion to do some more quick cutting? Thin out these numbers a little bit faster. It's not like I really need the potions for anything else at the moment. And I mean, when you're in this finale with all the enemies, it's you know, you get them aplenty. Yeah, get out of here, assassin. What were you thinking? Like I said before, I love squaring up with assassins and dueling them with Bretonnian Longsword. It's I don't really feel like there's any other weapon quite like that has quite the response as Bretonnian Longsword. And you know, you can just kind of stand there with the block up, you know, as you're holding the heavy attack, which, you know, no other weapon really has, I think, except for like maybe one other weapon. Oh, we're doing this again? No, he's going for someone else. Ooh, the wizard's gonna counter the point blank leap. And do we have anybody out here that needs cleansing? I see one chaos boy over here, and that's kind of it. Yeah, I'm next. Get out of here. Talk to me like that. I'm not gonna let a chaos warrior talk to me like that. Oh, another one? Another one? Virtuous strike. I don't know what you were thinking. You know, you saw me, you know. You saw me take your first boy out. I don't know what you were planning on doing, coming across that fence, thinking your fate wasn't going to be the same. But there it is. And you know what? You're next, rat. I'm coming for you next. Oh. I know you can jump up here. Oh, look at this, another one! Oh, heart, body, and soul. Another one? More Chaos Warriors? Oh my god, this is actually quite a big wave here. This is a chunky wave that's coming at me. Holy shit. Oh, I can't just leave. I can't just leave with this big wave here. Are you kidding me? Just lost a dwarf amongst all that. He took the brunt of that wave. That's alright. I'm not leaving without the dwarf. I mean, I'm not gonna leave with all these guys threatening the portal. How can I do such a thing? be gone. I'm not gonna shy away from these chaos armies that have been terrorizing the citizens on the farm here. Come on, dwarf, you're not done yet. All right, it's finally quieted down. I'm gonna give a celebratory heal on the elf.
Thanks, Mayfly.
You're welcome. And with that, we'll stop the tomfoolery and we'll get to the end screen here. If you watched through that whole video, I appreciate you watching. If you just kind of skip to the end here to see the end game stats, I still appreciate you giving the video a click. And I'll definitely be doing more Grail Knight videos, of course, in the future. Maybe there's something that I didn't go over in this video that I can go over in a future video. Maybe maybe I can just provide some more good Grail Knight content. 5772 monsters. I think there was 2 monsters. I think I had one at the beginning, right? Yeah, it was a Storm Fiend that was causing all that havoc. That's right, all the bots went down. I forgot I was in that situation. Very nice. 37 specials. Very, very nice. Well, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. GG.